Hi, it's Kazuyoshi speaking. Well, today I'd like to speak about the future. A future of what? Future of us. Which means I'm trying to say maybe I've spoken about something about ChatGPT or things uh, a couple of weeks ago, and I thought more about what's going to happen. He had a kind of a did a deeper research and did think more about that. And what I feel is that probably in 20 to 30 years time frame, it's going to be more challenging. I guess this is the right word to use for most of us, including myself. So challenging, or probably more accurately, it's going to be difficult to adapt. Like it's easy because I'm already 49 years old, and I don't think that who is watching this, listening to this, is 13 or 14 years. Maybe you are older than 30. That means that after 20, 30 years ago, you're and I am going to be an old guy. So the things are going to change. So if you compare here today with 30 years from now, it's totally different world. Everything is changed. Of course, there are always something remaining the same, but like I'm talking about the technology. So if you just take like a 2050, it's going to be impossible for us to fill the gap. And so it's always necessary to think and learn and consider what's going to be the world is going to be on 2050. However, before that, I would say that it's going to change gradually. This is another important point. And every moment we have a chance to adapt, and we can't change the stream, this changing stream, and it's going to happen. So I was thinking about within the 10 years time frame to make it easy. Today is 2023, so 2030, 2040, 2050. So what it will be like in 2030 and 2040? Of course, we start from the 2050. You could go beyond, but my kind of a prediction is a too much strong word. But what I kind of envision is that in 2050 it's going to be pretty maturely completed the whole transition to the world that is we are fully living with together with AI, artificial intelligence. And beyond that, it's going to be hard, but if we are successfully doing kind of living together or managing things, we are going to live together. However, if we fail, it's going to be having a world of Terminator. I'm not just kidding, but I'm just serious about that. I guess if we make a mistake, they will be far smarter than us, or going to be smarter than us, and we have a big trouble. Of course, we are not going to make that happen, which means that every year, every moment, we are making adjustment, changing the rules and regulations and educating us. And of course, we have to be careful about limiting, sort of regulating the progress of the technology, the advancement. But that is the difficult part because some people want to really move hard, fast, and also not about the people, but once it's already on the track, they will start learning on their own. And it happens in a month, so it's gonna change the whole world. It's like it's really likely that so one company can lose whole market within a week or something like that. Like a whole market can disappear. It's possible. Not about now, but in 2030s or 2040s. I'm not talking about specific market, but that could happen. The reason is because they can learn 24/7, and as long as the electricity is there, it's possible that they can do that everything. And it's going to be the learning that we as a human can do. Probably it will take 10,000 years. They can learn in 10 seconds or things like that. So there are various things that we have to learn, learn, unlearn, acquire, and have to improve, so that otherwise we will not be able to handle that. And this is another difficulty, is that this is going to be need to be a collective wisdom on us, but it's not so easy to develop the collective wisdom because people are too different. And of course, there are the very different countries which has a different interest. Some countries may want to use this to fully catch up. Kind of established countries sees this risk and wants to manage, and it's always what we have experienced in the past 100 years going to happen again. And I'm constantly thinking what skill or knowledge or attitudes are needed for us to be able to adapt to the new world. And I came up with several things. I'm not gonna kind of point out them, but roughly I can speak about them because I have to come up with these things specifically so that this will help us become prepared for the things. And what I'm going to talk is 5, 6 bullet points now, and it's they are all. If you just listen without the context of AI, it's going to be a just nice thing which we have everybody always have heard in your company or in a book and wherever. But please listen carefully together with the context that I'm talking about of the AI advancement and how we deal with that, right? So one thing first, what I think is that we will need to have the eye to look at what's the changing trend of the world. Changing world. We need to have a clear view of the changing world. So I'm giving some pre-information about AI and speaking about general word, right? You know what I mean? So number one is that you have to have a clear view of the changing world. This sentence is just one word, which everybody is aware of. Well, okay, I may need to be aware of marketing or things like that. However, if you add the crown on top of that, it is about AI, living together with AIs or other technologies. This is going to be changing the thing. And this attitude is very important to be a good friend of AI. Second one is we will need to have the capability to accept the change. Accepting the change, but it's a too fast change. However, that is also important. We have to build our capability to do that. Collectively, this is the point. It's not only you or I, if I acquire that, I'm gonna be leading the world or leading the market. That things worked in that way. So before this thing came, somebody smarter could be a winner. However, when this moves forward, we can't. It's not just smarter people can win. We have to collectively become wise. I think this is going to be a little bit long. Maybe I will stop here and continue this on the next time.